Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off-play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Dropping back, it's Warner. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Up 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to throw, it's Warner. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Right on the money. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points in the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. UTEP packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed Miners Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park at El Paso. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Finley. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Hard running there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll try to counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Nestled just inside that right upright. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They take the lead with the 6.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
That makes the score Louisiana Tech 10, Fresno State 3.
Coming out with it, it's Rivers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Fresno State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Warner. Under fire! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Punt is in the air. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkerson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for a gap. It's Booth. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up. Back to throw, it's Warner.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's got him this time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can...
Makes the grab on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Shakes off the defender. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Brings up second down.
To the air, it's Warner. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's, everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Defense picks it up. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot, he's able to scoop up the fumble And there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up